So there was a whack job, a psychopathic Republicans. I guess one Republican was arrested, apparently for targeting Democrats. See, this is why I never voted Republican when I was a conservative, because there's too many nut jobs on the right. I mean, Jesus, you extremist, terrorist on the right. You all need to be. Something happened to you, because like this, you're the reason why I never voted Republican when I was a conservative. And a lot of you on the internet, if you go to the comments of those videos of the news on here on YouTube, MSNBC, ABC, WNBC, and all these, there are psychopathic Republicans, probably MAGA Trumplicans, that are really just need to go on somewhere, because they're like really. This country's not the same as it was. It's not the same country I used to love and support. So when I was a conservative, I would vote Democrat. But I never voted, because even though I would vote when I was conservative, I would vote Democrat. I never voted, but I would never vote Republican, even though I probably never vote Democrat either. But if I had a choice, I would vote Democrat, because I am a leftist. I am a egalitarian, if I pronounce that correctly, egalitarian. Which is center left libertarianism, social libertarian, authoritarian, classical liberal here. When I was a conservative, I had a lot of liberal ideologies. When I was a conservative, I believed in equality, and I believed in equal rights for everybody. When I was a conservative, I know a lot of conservatives don't have that same ideology, but I know I do, and there's a lot of conservatives, Republicans, that have liberal mindsets. Believe it or not, I actually do believe that Republicans are liberal, but I also believe that the Democrats are way more liberal than Republicans in a lot of ways. I believe we're all liberal. All Americans are liberal. They have liberal beliefs, and they hold liberal ideologies, really. But when it comes to radicalism, extremism, that's not liberal or conservative. That's not patriotic. That's criminal. That's terrorism. That's not American. That's un-American. These are people who hate this country just because of one person who runs the country, one person who's in charge. Joe Biden. Whoop-de-doo. I don't like Joe Biden. I don't like Donald Trump. I don't like no Republican or Democrat. But if you hate this country so much because of who is voted in, you need to leave. Like, get out. Go somewhere else. Go to Canada if they'll take you. Go somewhere else. Go to Australia. Go back to Europe. Go somewhere. Because as a real patriot, a real patriotic American, I don't want you here. I don't accept people who. I don't accept American people who shoot other Americans because you don't like their political views. So if you're one of those types, then leave. And there's plenty of Americans, especially my followers, I guarantee you, who feel the exact same way. Do not call yourself an American and go and go on a shooting spree because you don't like who someone voted for or who their political views are. And if you're one of those MAGA Trumplicans, and if you're a decent one and you're not like other MAGA Trumplicans, okay, that's fine. But so you know, you're still in a cult. You're in a cult mentality. You need to get out. And it's not all Christians. There are a lot of fucking Christians that hate Trump, that can't stand the guy, that never voted for him, actually voted for Joe Biden. because even though they were conservative or Republican, they still voted for Joe Biden because they didn't like Trump, and they had their reasons why they didn't like Trump, which is a good thing. And I don't like Biden, which is a good thing. I don't like no politicians. And if you got to worship a politician, then you're really got some issues. I don't know what the hell's wrong with people anymore. I remember a time where no one worshipped a politician. There was no cult. There was no Trump flags. There wasn't any of that. I mean, the "Tread on Me" flag is just part of our history. But the way you guys are using it, the way you're degrading the U.S. flag, the American flag, even though that flag is a symbol of a lot of dark history, it's still a national flag. And the way you deteriorate it, it's unpatriotic. Stop calling yourself a patriot if you're going to put Trump 2024 or a picture of Jesus with Trump's face plastered in front of Jesus' face, photoshopped American flag is what I'm saying. That's not patriotic. That's disrespecting the American flag. You don't see Democrats doing that. And I have seen some Biden flags, but never on an American flag. Not like that. I've seen Biden flags, yes, that's fine. I see Trump 24 flags, that's fine. But don't put it on an American flag. That's disrespectful. There's a code that you go by when you're using that a flag. You don't see other countries doing that. Just as we're the only country that has this problem. You noticed? We're the only fucking country in the world that has this problem. Hell, even Russia doesn't have this problem, and they're fucked up and they're bastards. And Ukraine is too. I don't like Ukraine either. I don't like the way they treated the people in the Donetsk People's Republic and the Luhansk People's Republic. They were committing war crimes too. But the people on the left don't ever talk about that. How the Ukrainians were committing genocide and war crimes in those two republics that haven't been recognized by the UN. But the Donetsk People's Republic and Luhansk People's Republic were going through war crimes and genocide because of the Ukrainians. But they never talk about that, though, do they? See, the Democrats and the people on the left and the people on the right are both hypocritical. They're both hypocrites. They don't talk about shit that they should be talking about. And I do. And I get hate on both sides because of that. I get hate on the conservative and the liberal, progressive, centrist. I get hate from everybody on the right and the left because I speak out on subjects that they don't. And I correct them and I call them out on it. And I get blocked a lot on TikTok for that. I don't give a fuck. You may not be able to see my shit, but your followers will be able to see it. But it's the truth. The one thing I noticed about the people on the right and the left, they don't like the truth. They hate the truth. And when people speak the truth, they try to get them canceled. They try to get them taken off the internet, which is a failure because I'm always going to come back. Can't get rid of somebody who doesn't want to who doesn't want to get rid of. Ever heard that saying? You can't cancel somebody who doesn't want to be canceled. You just can't. I mean, good luck. But I do believe that people have the right to say what they want to say as long as it ain't offensive or hurting anybody. As long as you ain't a racist, a homophobe, a transphobe, a bigot, a misogynist, if you're anti-religious. I mean, you could say anything racist, homophobic, transphobic, and bigoted, misogynist, and anti-religious if you want, but there are consequences for what you say. I fully believe that, and I know all Republicans and Democrats, everybody on both political sides agree with that there are consequences for what you say. But I know both sides have said things, and they've both been held accountable. So, no one's perfect, but I'm learning what to say, not to say, because I know, as an autistic man, I know right from wrong, and I know what to say and what not to say, and I'm working on that, as everyone else should as well. Be careful what you say, because you don't know who you're going to offend, and you might be one of those people who don't care, but at the end of the day, you're going to care when you lose everything, lose your job, your house, you lose friends, lose family, you'll lose it all, and then you'll care. You'll care you will care real quick then.